So often we have these rules for what it means that we can feel good in our coaching business. What level do we have to get to before we can feel like we're a success as a coach? How many clients is it going to take? How much money is it going to require? Where do you have to speak? How many followers do you need? All the things before you can allow yourself to really feel successful and really feel good. Another story about a girl who was like 12 years old, came to her father, who was a brilliant psychologist. And she said, "Dad, how come it's so easy for things to be muddled, but so hard for things to be perfect and right?" And he's like, what are you talking about? And she said, "Dad, it's really easy for things to be muddled and wrong, but so hard for things to be right, things to be perfect." And he was like, "Come here." He goes, "Show me what you're talking about. Here's my desk. What would it look like?" He's trying to figure out this is what his daughter's asking. He goes, "What would my desk look like if it was muddled?" And she's like, "It would look like this." And she messed it all up. And he goes, "Okay, what would it look like if my desk was right?" And she goes, "Well, the stapler would have to be here. The stack of papers would look like this." And she straightened up all the papers. "Your keyboard would have to be here. This book would have to be like this. Your picture would be facing this way." She goes, "Now, that's right." And he goes, "Well, what if I move the papers over here?" And she goes, "No, Dad, that's muddled. Move it back." "What if the stapler moves over here?" "No, Dad, that's muddled. Move it back." "What if my picture was like turned this way?" "No, Dad, that's muddled. It has to be like this." And he goes, "I think I have an answer for you. The reason it's so easy for things to be muddled maybe is because there's a million ways for it to be muddled, but only one way for it to be right." And it really struck me hearing that story, that often we will look at our lives and we'll say, for me to have a great day, this has to happen, and this has to happen, and this has to happen, and this has to happen. And only when all of those things happen and line up in perfect sequence, then I have a great day. And then I can feel good. But for me to have a bad day, for me to feel bad, for you to have a bad day, for you to feel bad, what are the rules that you've put in place? Question is, what would it look like to expand the rules to feel good and shrink the rules that cause you to feel bad? In other words, we give meaning. So for example, one of my unconscious rules were, if I get criticized enough, then I'll feel bad. Meaning I get criticized anyway online because of the work I put out there in the world. There's lots of compliments, but there's also lots of criticism, because you're going to put yourself out there. People will attack you because that's what makes them feel better. They're at that level of consciousness. But one of my rules were, if I get criticized more than whatever I think is appropriate, then I won't feel bad. And I thought, well, that's a silly rule, because now I'm putting my sense of self and my positive emotions in the hands of somebody else, which I'm giving away power. I'm giving away control. If all people have to do is criticize me to a certain degree, that I'm gonna own feeling bad. I don't want that rule in my life. And so I began to claim for myself, what are the rules in which I can feel good? And here's the key. As you begin to contemplate this idea, the secret is the rules to feel good. Let them be internal rules, things that you have control over. Some people don't feel good until a friend texts them. Some people don't feel good until they get invited to the party. Some people don't feel good until a client enrolls. Some people say feeling good until they get booked to speak. Some people say feeling good until they get enough followers. Where is the point of power in all of those circumstances? It's outside of you. So now all of a sudden you're not in control of feeling good. Somebody else is. You've given your power away. But for us to feel good, what if, and let me just invite you to consider the possibility that of all the rules that you get to choose, what rules are going to help you, the rules for feeling good and not feeling good, you get to choose them. So why not choose rules that you're in control of, that you're in the place of power? You get to decide if this is going to be a great day or a miserable day, because that is the truth. You are in control. You've got the power for this. So let me ask you a question right now, and just journal for yourself. What would be one rule that would be a real wide highway, so to speak, a real wide possibility for you to feel good? One rule, like that gentleman saying, if I'm above ground, it's a great day. So what would be one rule for you to feel successful that would be entirely within your control, within your power? What's one rule for you to feel successful? My rule is to love myself imperfectly. Like widen it up so you don't have to be perfect at this rule. Ruth says, my rule is to find a way to give each day. Love that. You give one time that day and you feel successful. Annette says, look in the mirror and be grateful for the person you have become and will be. Beautiful. Are you in control of that? Is Annette in control of looking in the mirror and being grateful? Oh, yeah. Kelly says to live in gratitude. Yes. Pamela says, I've already helped many, many people. Therefore, I am already a success. There it is. It's already done. I love that, Kelly. Beautiful. So imagine right now, let's go ahead and integrate this with a bit of energetic work. Imagine that you're embodying this wide rule that your life is already successful. You're already feeling good. Because the truth is, you are already successful. The truth is, you are already impacting people's lives. The truth is, you are already shining your light. The truth is, you are a precious child of life. You are made of stardust, unrepeatable, irreplaceable, the only you that has ever existed or will ever exist, the you that's here and now. That is beautiful. So allow your heart to fill with this gratitude, fill with the feeling good of success and vibrance, light that you're shining to the world. And if your eyes are closed, go ahead and open your eyes. And I invite you to stand up and imagine that this earth is filling you up with all of the resources, the energy, the success that you would love for your life. That is filling you up. And imagine right now that you bend down and scoop it up and pour it into your body with an inhale. And the moment you get to your heart space, give it back to the universe by exhaling with a strong exhale, an upward exhale up into the sky. Beautiful. So bend down, draw it up with an in-breath, bring it up towards your heart and your face, and exhale to the universe. And we're going to do that 10 times here. So bend down, breathe in, exhale. Oh, and at your own pace, go ahead and scoop in this beautiful energy, bring it to your body, to your heart. Exhale. Bring it in, up, exhale, bring it back to the universe, in. Beautiful. And feel your energy increasing. Feel your energy igniting. Feel how beautiful it feels through your torso, through your face, through your head. And you can speed it up if you like. You don't have to go all the way down. You can just bend over slightly, scoop it up. Beautiful. Speed it up a little bit. Until now you're just using your arms. You're breathing it in through your heart and back out. Beautiful. And let's bring it to center. And just notice how you feel. Notice your heart space. Notice the energy. And just send a wave of gratitude to yourself. Send a wave of gratitude to every beautiful soul on this accelerator call right now. As we own that you are already a success here and now. And so it is.